what's your favorite Dr. Seuss book?
The Grinch.
The fat ass lady.
I like that one too.
Green Eggs and Ham.
Green Eggs and Ham.
Classic.
I know your favorite movie is Cat in the Hat.
I was actually really scared of Dr. Seuss as a kid.
Why?
I don't know, the pictures and drawings were just so scary. So like I thought I was looking at like a horror book. And I couldn't really ever. I couldn't close my eyes.
Were you offended by Dr. Seuss drawings?
I was pretty offended by the drawings because they look so stupid. They look ugly.
No, they just look so scary to me.
I didn't like reading the books because he had a lot of made up words and it just made me feel dumb. I'm like, I don't know what I'm reading.
Whoa.
Damn,
I
really?
didn't really grow up on them. I never had a book in my house either. So it's
Really?
just-
You never had a book in your house?
yeah, dude.
I agree with
I only
the
learned
art,
to read
though.
like at school.
The art was so gross. Because I remember like looking at a manga or like anime and I'm like, oh, this shit's sick. And then you look at Green Eggs and Ham and you're like, ugh.
Bad drawing.
Yeah, why is this thing so ugly
Like
looking?
Harry and
That's true. We're so fucking stupid like that. We're like, this is a bad drawing because it's not that clear compared to this.
All these lines, yeah.
The fuck? This
Like everything has
sucks.
to be photoreal or it's not a good drawing.
Yeah.
That's true. All right, so Dr. Seuss, they're, to be clear, they're not being canceled. All right?
Well, he's dead.
Yes?
yeah, he's
He just
been.
passed away, yes. Yeah, like back
I thought it was a
in
she.
the 90s?
What?
His real name is, what's his real name?
I can't remember, Theodore or something.
Theodore Seuss
Did teach lessons and shit to kids?
Geisel. Huh?
Yeah, what does it teach? That's another thing.
Because
you
it
never
wasn't
read-
one about like racism or something?
Yeah,
'Cause
the
they're
Starbilly
like,
Sneetches. You ever read that one?
Yes, that one's about diversity, right? It's about
was it called?
different ethnic.
I don't know if that's the name, but the one with the Starbilly Sneetches and the stars upon bars.
Barbelly Sneetches?
Yeah.
See,
course, see, it's more
these
shit
are
that
all,
you like.
yeah, I'm like, fuck off.
Yo,
It's
what
a great
about?
word. It's a-
I only remember
I mean-
green eggs and ham. What about that one?
You like Harry Potter? It's like Expelliarmus and shit.
I didn't read those books.
Or you like it though?
I supported my son who liked it.
Taking something that you like away from you.
It's not even connected to me.
I've seen you like Harry Potter before.
What do you like with made up words? So we
What?
can trash on it.
Nothing.
Exactly.
See? Boom. Boom.
But to answer your question, Joe, I think Green Eggs and Ham is about getting kids to try new things.
Oh,
Different foods, I believe.
I like green eggs and ham, Sam. I am. I like that.
The only one I remember reading is that one.
It's the only one I could have.
I just think it's fucked up.
same.
I think it's fucked up he taught kids to eat green eggs because that's probably really harmful.
Yeah.
The
I remember
moldy
my
egg.
school did because I remember my school growing up, they would always celebrate like World Reading Day or something like that, and it was always connected to Dr. Seuss. And our school actually made like green eggs and then
How?
At least they weren't left out.
food coloring.
Because what worries me in our society today is kids actually looking at old green eggs and thinking that they should be eating them, and this is very harmful.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Seuss.
True, very true. But yeah, I bring up Dr. Seuss. To be clear, they're not being canceled, but the Dr. Seuss like corporation, I don't know if they have a term for it, but
Estate?
The estate.
Big
yes.
Seuss.
Big Seuss. They've decided to pull the plug on 7 books, I believe, 6 books. And the books are If I Ran the Zoo, and To Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street, McElligot's Pool, On Beyond Zebra, Scrambled Egg Super, and Cat's Quizzer. I've read none of those.
Not exactly
Is
winners.
it because there's a chance to get canceled trying to like get ahead of
Or
it?
they're being canceled and they have to do
They are not being canceled. They've taken their step voluntarily.
They're canceling themselves?
I guess I wouldn't want to say the word canceled here, but they're
they're
just kind of
like
taking the
Aunt
necessary
Jemima?
steps to, yeah, kind of like that. Like so, in these books there are some racial tones in there, like the depiction of a Chinese person is very stereotypical. I'll show you some pictures real quick. And so they're kind of just jumping ahead of the curve. And so it's circled here. We have Exhibit A, a Chinaman.
Chinese man who
with
eats
sticks.
with sticks.
Yes.
Not
and-
China man.
Chinese man, yes. And so they're just kind of jumping ahead of the curve. Like, the depictions like this have been criticized in the past. Like, Dr. Seuss is not, it's not like they've never been criticized before. And Dr. Seuss himself has actually gone on to revise certain drawings too. This character, for example, used to be shaded in yellow, but now he made him white, and there was a pigtail before. He removed the pigtail. So he's done revisions. But now, as the, kind of like with everything that's going on in our world today, the estate has decided to kind of just let's just pull the plug on this one because of this drawing. Another one they decided to pull the plug on. What? Huh?
Well, back to the Chinese man.
Oh yeah.
Chinaman.
Chinese man.
Okay.
So they are saying that this is an inaccurate representation of a Chinese. So Chinese men don't eat with sticks and they don't dress like
That's
that.
correct, Tiff.
I'm just trying to understand.
They're not saying that it's an inaccurate portrayal. They're saying it's a stereotypical portrayal, which I guess is two different meanings.
I think what they're really saying is, so he made 2 adjustments, and he goes, no, I see Chinese people this racistly, and I'm not willing to make any more adjustments. I'd rather trash this book.
Well, he's not even around.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Lunch, I saw Bart using chopsticks, and I was like, come on, man, stop.
Stop being a stereotype.
Bringing us down.
Yeah, like I don't get it, cause like I guess for me, like I'm a Mexican. I eat tacos.
So if you're running around in a sombrero and a poncho eating tacos, would you get offended?
I mean, if I'm wearing like my cultural thing, like if it's like celebrating a special event, whatever, and I'm wearing.
I'm not Chinese, but I don't see what's like offensive about it.
The context of it looks like there's a giant parade and there's different types of people running.
I think that's why they're getting ahead of it because, so to me, I mean, I'm also a comedian, so my tolerance is just way higher for stuff like this, but it could be it represents like some of that yellow peril type of artwork from before.
Okay.
Right.
So it's just part of that like I don't know, it could, that whole body of artwork that could maybe offend, I don't know.
Get Tapatio canceled.
Literally, my uncle looks exactly like this. I have seen my own family members.
But a Mexican
wear this.
person drew this, and versus I think maybe a white
maybe
guy
that's
drew
the
that.
wrong part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the complaint too is the slanty eye, so it's like here this character's got more of a droopy closed eye, whereas
he's tired.
this character's got just like a slant, a little straight.
I just think it's bad to run with soup, so I'm against getting
Very
rid of it.
dangerous,
You
right?
shouldn't do it.
And with like you could poke your eyes or something with this chopstick.
You know,
Why did they cut his pigtail off?
Look at his shoes too. They've got the what are they?
ninja
Oh,
shoes?
like the wood.
The wood thing.
I don't know. Call me a racist piece of shit, but when I see pictures of Chinese people in this era, they do look like that in San Francisco.
They do.
Like they're not dressing like me. Yeah. They're not dressing
With
like
the
white
unicorn t-shirt on.
people. They're not dressing like me.
Yeah, I don't.
When I see those black and white pictures of Chinese dudes like chilling in the gold rush, they do look like that.
That's very true. Yeah, so they're canning this book, the book with this illustration. This is like an African bird with like African tribesmen, but they've got like just very, very big ears.
Are they portrayed as like literal monkeys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
they're
think
like
so.
hairy.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely edgy and.
I thought it was because that bird was making fun of tall people. Like Steve would like get pissed at that picture.
I am.
And then here's one for I think Middle Eastern.
I don't like how that fool got fucking a onesie on.
I mean, what's the
And
problem?
this is a made up animal. This is a made up.
The animal's not real either. I would assume then the person's not real.
It's a made up.
Is that supposed to be a Middle Eastern person?
Yeah.
Arab? Or what does it say in this?
What do the scripts say?
Man, maybe I'm too racist because I don't get it.
Yeah, am I?
Maybe I'm too racist, I agree.
Maybe I should apologize ahead
You
of
want
time.
me to read it? I'll capture them fat and I'll capture them scrawny. I'll capture a scragglefoot mulligatawny.
We know what that means.
Fuck you!
Fake
A high-stepping animal fast as the wind from the blistering sands of the desert of Zind.
You fucking scragglefoot.
No, I'm not gonna read it anymore. That's just,
So all of it's just
there's
like
more?
made up Star Wars.
There's more,
right?
yeah.
And It's all made up Star Wars type of words.
Yeah.
You know, there's a ton of like rap songs from like the 90s that now I listen to, because when I'm listening to it at that time, it's just part of the era, right?
It's normal.
Yeah, but now I'm like, there's ones where it's talking about how you're like 15-year-old sister, I can't wait to bone her. And I was just like, oh shit, there's a different meaning to what I'm hearing now. but they're still on
Because
air.
back then you were 15, so you were like.
Maybe, yeah.
And I wanted to fuck my sister, so I get that.
No, your friend's sister.
Oh, I misheard him.
You in particular, that's another story.
But then the rap artists are over 20. You know, the ones that when they're making these songs.
Yeah.
And so like, but now with like, I guess the level of understanding that we know, I'm like, oh shit, it's just a matter of time before these songs either have to get taken down or edited because they're still being played in public places.
That's true.
I mean, not even rap though. Remember, there's like songs where it's like, she was just 17. If you know what I mean. You know, like,
It's a Beatles
It's a
song.
Beatles song.
I'll never dance with another.
I'll never.
I think is the-
Yeah, you're right. There's like hella songs like that, and it's like, damn, that's a different era for sure.
Well, we should ban them, Joe. Don't you understand?
Yeah, it's interesting to think like, how the eras that we live in, you can always look back in hindsight and kind of criticize the eras before.
I think that's what we're doing now, dude.
Totally doing that. And then,
Hella virtue
in
signaling.
Dr. Seuss's case, he actually in his heyday, like in his early years, or World War II actually specifically, he did a lot of cartooning that depicted, stories, scenarios that criticized Jim Crow laws. And he was very anti-slavery, very, trying to help the black America get on its feet and stuff. But at the same time, during World War II, he did a lot of caricatures of Japanese people and like the Japanese military. So he did a lot of the slant eye stuff too. So it's kind of like, you can say he wasn't racist, yet some of the things that he did at the time.
They were literally killing each other back then, by the way. It's like the whole different world of context goes into this, but you're not allowed to talk about context anymore, so it's like...
And what was he doing, right? He was making propaganda posters for America.
like it.
Yeah,
So, I
that's
mean,
true.
He was trying to get the troops all pissed. It's like, these dirty monsters are killing our people. And then they're like, I'm gonna go join the army. That's the whole point of a propaganda poster.
like, selling war bonds.
It's funny that we can't just study things like as a historian or a scientist anymore. Like everything is judged on morality. Like you look back and you're like, oh my god, fuck them all. Like fuck Dr. Seuss. We should never. It's like, shut the fuck up,
Open
dude.
your history book. Everybody's culture did shitty fucking things. That's how they were built.
Cancel yourself because you're a product of fucking raped. You're somewhere along the line. You're a rapist.
Your bloodline. In fact, the fact that you survived in your bloodline, you're part of the next.
You benefited from all that rape.
Correct. If you want to go that nuts, let's go nuts. Let's get fucking crazy.
Very true.
I know, it gets scary because all this, like, that kind of stuff reminds me of, like, 1984 with, like, Big Brother and, like, censorship. And it's like, where does it end?
Look what's happening right now. You got kids on Twitch calling their own parents out, telling everyone their parents are bad people.
That sounds like North Korea, Tamai.
And it's 1984. It's exactly what they were doing.
Exactly like 1984.
But it's all. I'm sure it's for the good.